Hello, friends. Welcome back to English Classes Online. My name is Benjamin. Today's video is on the Junior School Certificate Examination, otherwise known as the Basic Education Certificate Examination, English Past Questions and Answers. We started this series in the previous video, and our focus is on the objective test questions. This one is the volume 2. In the previous lesson, we solved questions on comprehension. And today we are going to continue to look at the various aspects of the objective test. Of course, you will understand that the objective test covers 10 areas: the comprehension, the summary, vocabulary development, antonyms, synonyms, collocation, sentence interpretation, phonetic symbols, rhymes, and literary terms. We are taking these topics one by one to make the lesson easy to digest so that you will be able to understand each topic. So today our focus will be on the summary questions, and I want you to pay attention, get your pen and your paper, and you can make sure that you have the past question compilation guide so that you'll be able to follow and be able to understand the principles, the tips and techniques that I will be sharing with you in today's video. If you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Click on the bell icon as well, so that whenever a new video is uploaded on this channel, you will be instantly notified. Having said this, let's get started with solving today's questions. We can begin with the questions to give us an overview of what that summary passage is about. Question number 6. It is clear from the passage that dolphins are proving, well, this is about dolphins. What are dolphins? Let's not go through the options. 7. One can infer from the reading that dolphins are quite abundant. So this passage is about dolphins. That's what we can, the idea we get. Then question 8, according to the passage, dolphins exhibit one of the following characteristics. So we are going to look for characteristics of dolphins. All right. Then we now go to the next question, question 9. The fact that the writer of the passage thinks that we can kill dolphins more easily than they can kill us, does not mean that we are superior to them, means that they are better adapted to the environment, where we shall find out. Then question number 10, an appropriate title for the passage is, so of course we know the passage is about dolphins, even before reading a sentence. So that's the beauty of reading the questions first. When you go through the questions, you already have the big picture, you have an overview, you know certainly what the passage is about, even before reading it. That simplifies the reading, and that gives you adequate information, gets you well equipped, you know. So now let's get back to the passage, and now we can read it with confidence, all right, knowing that we already know what the passage is about. Okay, so the instruction is always clear. Read the passage carefully and answer the questions that follow. Now let's read the passage. Dolphins are regarded as the friendliest creatures in the sea, and stories of them helping drowning sailors have been common since Roman times. The more we learn about dolphins, the more we realize that their society is more complex than people previously imagined. They look after other dolphins when they are ill, care for pregnant mothers, and protect the weakest in the community as humans. So some of their characteristics are like human characteristics, all right? Now, of course, dolphins, they share something, a biological trait with humans, all right? Now, so some scientists have suggested that dolphins have a language, but it is much more probable that they communicate with one another without the use of words. Could any of these mammals be more intelligent than man? Certainly, the most common argument in favor of man's superiority over dolphins is that they can be killed easily by man. On the contrary, man should note that the more we discover the attitudes of these remarkable creatures, the less we appear superior when we destroy them. All right, so now we already have a clear picture of what the passage is about. So we now go back to the questions and we can now begin to answer. We can now begin to solve the questions. Don't forget that we will always pick the key words in the question, and then we go back to the passage and we look for context. We look for the answer by using the context clues. Now, question number 6. It is clear from the passage that dolphins, A, are proving to be less intelligent than one thought. Well, this actually contradicts the information. We were not told that dolphins are less intelligent. No. So we can eliminate that. Don't forget, we can immediately use the elimination method to cancel out any option that contradicts the information we have from the passage. And this A option is opposite. You know, we were not told that dolphins are less intelligent. B are the most powerful creatures that live in the oceans. Again, we were not told that they are the most powerful creatures that live in the ocean. So we eliminate that. C, have a reputation for being friendly with humans. Well, we give this half mark until we confirm from the passage. Again, you need to understand why we cannot beat our chest immediately. The reason is clear. Don't forget, I said that the answer must be what? Evidence what? Evidence-based. So we can remember from what we read in the passage, you know, that something about dolphins being helpful to sailors. Sailors are human beings. So we can say that, yes, they have a reputation for being friendly to humans, but we have to go back to confirm that. They are capable of learning a language and communicate with humans. No, we were not told that. What we were told is that what is more probable is that they communicate with one another without using words, all right? They use a language, but we were not told that they have the capacity to learn language, all right? No. And we were not told that they can communicate with humans. So that is absolutely incorrect. So we have eliminated all these other options, and what remains is for us to go back to the passage, and we are going with, you know, this idea of, are they helpful to humans or not? These are the context clue, the keywords here, all right? Okay, so let's now head back to the passage. Now, you see, the first thing we find here is about their friendliness. Dolphins are regarded as the friendliest creatures in the sea, and stories of them helping helping drowning sailors have been common since Roman times. So this is the evidence. They have always helped drowning sailors. That's the story. And then we find they are friendly. They are friendly. And who are they friendly to? Human beings, especially the sailors. So we can now beat our chest that this is the accurate answer. So we now head back to this, and we can then mark option 6 or option C, because that is correct. Now, question number 7. One can infer from the reading that, now we can, this is an inferential question. If you watch any of the videos or the video specifically on types of comprehension questions, you will discover that one of the types of comprehension questions is inferential questions. Now, what are inferential questions? Questions that require you to infer. To infer is to figure out, all right? To infer is to do what? To figure out. To figure out something is to infer something, all right? So something is not directly stated in the passage, but we can figure it out, all right? Because we have some clues, we have certain facts that relate to that. Now, one can infer from, all right, one can infer from the reading that dolphins are quite abundant in some areas of the world. We were not given this information, so there's no information relating to that. Dolphins have some social traits that are similar to those of humans. Yes, didn't we see it? They take care of their sick, other sick dolphins as human beings do. They also take care of pregnant dolphins. So they do all these things, and they cater for the weak. So, and they are friendly also, helping the sailors. So they share social traits that are similar. They have social traits that are similar to those of humans. Of course, we already have that clear evidence from the passage. See, communication is the most fascinating aspect of the dolphins. No, that's not the most fascinating. The passage itself starts by telling us that dolphins are the friendliest creatures. All right, so it's about their friendliness, not about their communication. All right. Then dolphins are humans. Absolutely wrong. There is no information like that in the passage. So using the elimination method, you can even get the answer correctly, because once you eliminate the wrong ones, then you are only left with the correct one. So even when you are not sure of the exact correct answer, once you can identify the wrong ones that contradict the information you have in the passage, once you eliminate them, you'll be left with the one that is correct. Now, question number 8. According to the passage, dolphins exhibit one of the following characteristics. They dash, communicate in the sea. Well, that's not the major thing that the passage is about. It's not about the, okay, are deadly in the sea. I even omitted option A, which is absolutely correct. In fact, it's strange too. We are not told they are deadly in the sea, all right? They are friendly. So this actually is opposite to the fact we have. Excuse me. Now, option C are more intelligent than humans. Wow, this is absolutely wrong. You can see by eliminating the wrong ones, we are left with only one option. So we can even conclude that that is the correct answer. But we need to examine it and cross-check it with the information we have in the passage. Take care of pregnant mothers. Now, this is correct, but let's now give it half. We have to cross-check this. I just want to show you how you can use keywords. Now, keywords. And then keywords will give you context clues. All right? You pick the keywords. Now, what are the keywords in this option? Taking care of, and then pregnant mother. We are looking for information that is related to these keywords. That will give us the clue. When we find this in the passage, that gives us the evidence. So now let's go back to the passage. Well, let's just scan through. We don't have to read it from the beginning, but we have to scan through looking for where we can find something related to that. Okay, you see, we can find here, they look after other dolphins when they are ill, care for pregnant mothers. Wow, can you see that? That gives us the evidence. All right, using the keywords as context clues, you find the evidence in the passage, and lo and behold, you have found the evidence. So you are sure, you are certain, you are absolutely sure that this is the answer. So what I am teaching you here is linguistically correct. You know, you apply the right technique, the right skill, and then you get the right result. Now we can beat our chest because we have found the evidence. So option B, here we come. All right. So, and then we are going to question number 9. All right. Question number 9. The fact that the writer of the passage thinks that we can kill dolphins more easily than they can kill us, does not mean that we are superior to them. This is more like it, but we are going to confirm this. Means that they are better adapted to their environment. Completely wrong. We don't have such information in the passage. So always make sure that when you read a particular option, you check it with the information you have received from the passage. If it is contrary, absolutely opposite to the information you have in the passage, what do? You eliminate it with the elimination method. Now, C shows that dolphins have a sophisticated form of communication where we were not told that. D proves that dolphins are the most intelligent animals. Again, we are not told that. The emphasis is not on their intelligence, but on their friendliness and other social characteristics they share with humans. All right. So now let's head back to the passage and look for the context clue. Does not mean that we are superior to them. All right. Just because we can kill them does not mean we are superior to them. We are looking for any information in the passage that can authenticate this option. All right. And so we use these keywords as context clues as we head back to the passage. Again, we go back to the passage. All right, so I think we can find this probably in the last, before the last paragraph. Then we can say, okay, certainly the most common argument in favor of man's superiority over dolphins is that they can be killed easily by man. Now we are beginning to find some context clue. they can be killed by man. What does the writer say about that? On the contrary, man should note that the more we discover the attitudes of these remarkable creatures, the less we appear superior when we destroy them. So if we destroy them, that does not mean that we are superior to them. That's exactly, we have found exactly the evidence here. So we can beat our chest, and as we head back to the question, we can now beat our chest that the option we have picked is correct. All right? Now, again, let's look at the question. The fact that the writer of the passage thinks that we can kill dolphins more easily than they can kill us, A, does not mean that we are superior to them. Absolutely correct. Because we have seen the evidence in the passage. Always look for the evidence, all right? Whether you are dealing with comprehension or you are dealing with summary, you know, summary and comprehension are related, they are related to each other, because, you know, summary has to do with extracting the main ideas, the key points from the passage. But comprehension deals with the details, all right? Also, both keywords and details, but summary is more about the main ideas, the key points, all right? And by the way, both comprehension and summary deal with passages, so they are related, all right? Then we now look at the last question, which is question 10. An appropriate title for the passage is A, communication. Of course, something was said about communication, but the passage, we can't say it is just about communication. Yes, sailors were mentioned, but just partially. Well, dolphins, everything in the passage is about dolphin. Yes, superiority is mentioned, but in passing. So it is all about dolphin. In fact, the evidence is there. Everything we have read in the passage is about dolphins. So we can say that the appropriate title for the passage is dolphins. How do we know? Again, let's head back to the passage. Now, this is an inferential question because there is nothing about the title that is mentioned in the passage, but we know that the title of a passage is what the passage is all about. And so with this background knowledge, we should be able to figure out the title for this passage, and that is an inferential question. Another name for inferential question is interpretative question, all right? Interpretative means you have to interpret the information in order to decipher or decode or infer or figure out the answer you are looking for, all right? Now, let's look at this passage. It begins with the word dolphins. Again, dolphins are regarded as the friendliest creatures in the sea, and stories of them, blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, the more we learn about dolphins, again, it's about dolphins. The more we realize this and that, they look after, who are the they? They are the dolphins, look after other dolphins. So it's all about dolphins, all right? And then even as we continue here, some scientists have suggested that dolphins is all about dolphins, all right? And then we go to the next sentence. Well, could these mammals, these mammals refer to dolphins again? Certainly the most common argument in favor of this over dolphins, it's all about dolphins. On the contrary, you know, and all that. So we can beat our chest that yes, the whole passage is all about dolphin. How do we know? Repetition is emphasis, is what is the evidence we have here. You know, everything is about dolphin, 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 all right? And so that shows us that the appropriate title for this passage is dolphins. The passage essentially is about dolphins, all right? So, and this is where we are going to draw the curtain. In today's video, we have been able to look at... Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you in the new video.